at 10 o'clock, police at my door banging. This was 4 a.m. in the morning when she brought the baby. Police at my door banging. I didn't know what was going on, scared, panicking, scared for the safety of the baby and myself. So I waited till they calmed down. They tried to get all through my doors, through my windows, broke my screens. They just was being ridiculous.
Becker with attorney Vince Davis. We're going to take another call. Oh, I'm so sorry. And it's Honey from California. Honey, are you there?
Hello? Yes, I'm
Hi.
here.
Do you have a story to tell or question to ask?
Both.
Okay, go ahead.
March 19, 2020. My daughter-in-law came over and she had to go to the hospital because she had a home birth and to make sure she was okay. So she brought baby to me, I'm the grandmother, and she said until further notice until she gets through what she has to do. Being the fact that she told me she had home birth on the 17th, she wasn't able to take them to the doctor, didn't want to because of what was going on, the pandemic was going on. So it was my job to do it as a grandmother knowing better. So I was taking them to the doctor that morning. That later that morning, I called Children's Hospital of Oakland, told them what was going on. They said bring them in. So I was waiting for a ride for my sister to come to take us to go to the hospital. Baby was 3 days old. All of a sudden at 10 o'clock, police at my door banging. This was 4 a.m. in the morning when she brought the baby. Police at my door banging. I didn't know what was going on, scared, panicking, scared for the safety of the baby and myself. So I waited till they calmed down. They tried to get all through my doors, through my windows, broke my screens. They just was being ridiculous. And I waited till they calmed down. They came down. I came to the door with baby in arms. I said, look, what's going on? Why are you here? They told me we're here for welfare check. I was like, what's going on? Here's the baby. I know procedure. I already been through classes and know what's going on. So they were like, okay. I said, he's fine. I was like, okay. And I had to explain to them what's going on, why I have him, and what I'm on my way to do. And they said, no. We're going to take them to children, to John Muir of Concord. And I said, no. Well, they said the mother is there. I said, oh, she is? Okay. So I was like, at ease. Then when we called the ambulance, they changed their mind and said they were going to take them to John Muir of Walnut Creek. I said, what's really going on? Anyway, we get there. I announced myself to the doctor and the nurses through the emergency room, and they really didn't allow people there because of the pandemic. So I told them I was going to wait outside for feedback on my grandson, let me know what's going on. The police, on the other hand, went in and out the emergency room. I don't know what she was doing, plotting or whatever. But when she came out after 3 hours of me waiting to get feedback on my grandson, she told me baby's doing all bad. Oh, my God. Oh, he's terrible. I didn't believe her because she was a lie because he wasn't bad when he was with me. So she didn't know that a request for the nurse. Nurse came out, told me the baby's doing fine. He's alert. Whoever knew how to cut the umbilical cord. The mom was good at this and blah this and blah that. And I was like, yeah, they come from a family of nurses. So I said, when can I get my grandson? So they said, well, he has to stay 2 days. And I was like, why? Well, that's procedure. I said, okay. And I said, where's the social worker so I can talk to her at the hospital? I said, it's been 3 hours and she haven't came out. So she's like, I'll get her. I waited another hour. Within that hour, CPS came approached me, a lady from CPS, saying, hi, I'm such and such, I'm CPS. And I'm like, why are you here? Didn't understand what was going on at the time. She told me automatically, am I familiar with domestic violence? And I was like, we both are. We're the same nationality. We're both grown. We both are. What are you talking about? Then she proceeds to tell me about my son. I'm like, that's his house, so I don't know what goes on in his house, whatever went in his house. I don't even believe the story because the baby mama was not hurt that morning or anything. So she said, at this point, we're taking jurisdiction. You can't get the son, your grandson. He's coming with us. And I was like, how can you make that determination when we haven't even went to court? And on what grounds are you taking him on top of this? He was left in my care. She told me at this point, I don't think you're related to him. I don't think you is his grandmother. So I said, well, you need to get it correct because I'm a foster parent. Little did you know. And I know how the procedures goes. And so she decided that she wants to make placement with me to come check my house up at 10 o'clock that morning, that next day. I said, okay, gave her address, gave my number. Instead of her coming, she called and said, I'm not going to consider you. Just was saying anything, and because we don't know if you're the grandmother and you didn't take the baby to the hospital. That's what she told me, and I was like, how did you think we talked when you came to the hospital? I was at the hospital because I took her. And so she was like, well, at this point, we're going to take over the baby, so he's not going to go with you because of those reasons. And I was like, no way. And she hung up, and I called back. And I said, did you hang up on me? I said, we're talking about my grandson. What are you doing? And she was like, we don't know he's your grandson. As far as we're concerned, you're the alleged paternal grandmother. And I was like, excuse me? And she said, I said, no, that's not true. And she hung up. And then she had police at my house again within 2 days, saying that I'm hovering or hiding some other children of my sons that had already been placed with my brother 8 years ago in my house, just harassing me with the police to bam on my door. And the only reason why I got the police away from me, harassing me, I didn't open the front door. They went to the back. So I opened my sliding patio door, and I said, look, this lady is lying to you. I live here alone. I have no one here. She already took my grandson. My older kid, she did her homework. She know where my older grandkid's at, and she knows that. But she wants to have you guys believe in that, to come and harass me.
Ma'am, let me jump in. What question did you have for us?
The question is, I haven't seen my grandson since 3 days old. He's now 10 months. For the past 2 months ago, they allowed me to have a Zoom visit with him just twice before a
Hold on. What's the question?
Hearing.
What question did you want to tell us? Ask us.
Okay, what I want to ask you is, how can they just tell me that I'm the alleged paternal grandmother, and then say that to me at the beginning, and then when the dependency hearing came, they allowed me to come in and then told me the same thing and said that until my son step up.
Where is your son?
My son is, I don't even know. This is where I've been telling him, I don't even know. I don't know where the mother's at, and I don't even know where the son's at. If I did, I wouldn't be going through this to get my grandson.
Well, why don't you ask for some type of blood test or DNA test? What you need to do is you need to file a de facto motion. You need to file probably a petition for presumed parent status. You need to file a petition to get disclosing of the juvenile court records. And you probably need to file a 388 to get the child placed with you, and a JV 285 to get visitation and the child placed with you.
It's called a 388 and a what?
A JV 285.
A JV 285. I think I did that with the judge as a relative.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I did that, and I submitted it to the judge through the clerk, and the same judge that on the 29th of this month was there. He first congratulated me for getting my parenting license, and then he went on and said what the lawyers had said.
Which was what?
Because I am a alleged paternal grandmother until the father steps up. I asked the social worker.
Well, wait, honey, hold on a second. Honey. You're alleged until they take the test. You need to make a motion to have a test done to show that you are the grandmother.
But I asked that, and they said I can't do it. I never heard of that. I was like, what?
When you say they, who are you referring to?
The social worker.
No. I said make a motion in front of the judge. Make a motion to the judge to ask for that test.
I'm not.
There's no law. There's no law that says the father has to step up first. If you claim to be the grandmother, and they say, well, we don't know that you are, you have to take the test. That's the only way you can do it if the father doesn't step up. All right?
How can I get them to allow me to take the test again?
Okay, this is what I want you to do. Write down this phone number, 888-888-6582, 888-888-6582. Honey, you call me. Call my office tomorrow after 12 noon and make an appointment to speak to me.
Sir, I'm so sorry. I'm rambling to get a pen. I have it right here. What is it again? I'm so sorry.
888
888 888
888. Mm-hmm.
888 6582.
6582.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hey, honey, I want to thank you for calling in. Thank you for listening, and give us an update in about 3 weeks. We have to take another break now. This is The Secret: How to Fight Child Protective Services and Win.